Hi guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping, and I told you I was going to learn how to tie a bow, and so I think I finally kind of figured it out. I mean, look, I'm not going to make any promises that when I'm filming videos my bows will be perfect, but I did a little research, tried some different techniques, and I came up with a few that I really liked, and I thought I'd show you guys. So let's start with this top one. So this here I call the upside down bow, and as you can see, sorry, I gotta fix it here. This is one that I do a lot, where I wrapped the ribbon around the back and then tied a bow. So for me, there was a lot of different methods to use, but I found that this upside down method worked the best, and I'll show you that in a second. This one here is the bunny ear method, and this is good for when you just want to tie a bow. So see, this one's not attached to the paper. I just glued it on there. So when you just need a bow to stick on something. And then I was playing around with the thread, and I know I've had a couple of people ask me, so what do you really do with this, or baker's twine or something like that, because it's so thin. And so I thought I'd show you the way I do it, like that. And then I saw this fun technique for doing two different colors of ribbon, and it turned out cool, and I hadn't seen this before, so I thought I'd show you that. And then of course the basic knot, which I do love also, and I will show you that. Okay, so let's get started. So first is this one again that I called the upside down bow, and let me show you what I mean. So I just have the powder pink 1/2 inch finely woven ribbon, and again, what I typically do on my cards is I take a little piece. I call this the cheater method. I think I learned that from my pink stamper. I'm not positive where I heard that term, but I've been calling it that for years. So I always like to wrap it around my card just a little bit like this, and I flip it over, and then I either use tape or just some a lot of times I just use snail adhesive. I'm just going to grab the piece of tape here, and again I just tape it down. Alright, so the back, no one's going to see it. Okay, so I have it like this, and it's pretty tight, but it's not so tight I can't get anything under it. Alright, then I take my ribbon, and I'm going to leave it attached to my spool if it is, because apparently that wastes less ribbon. I don't know, I still waste a lot, I feel. Okay, so we're going to tie this around and make our knot, and then we're going to flip whatever we're doing upside down. Okay, and then from here we make our loops, go over the top, always go over the top. Okay, oh wait, am I just saying it backwards? Go, do I want to go over the top? So I make my loop. See, here I am. I knew the second I got the video going I wouldn't be able to do it, but we'll see. There we go. Go under, there we go, and make sure my loops are facing down. Okay, so let me show you one more time. So it started like this. Okay, the struggle is real, you guys, with tying bows, so I want to make sure I get this right to show you. So I put my ribbon through, and I just tied my, basic knot. Okay, then I turn it upside down. All right, and then make a loop, go under. Okay, so I'm going under, and you want to try not to get your ribbon all tangled up and turned around. Put this loop through, and then pull it, not too tight yet, but see now how my ends are facing down, so that when I turn it back around, and actually I'm going to snip this right now. I don't even need this much, but now my little tails are facing down, and I haven't pulled it perfectly tight yet, but I can start grabbing it, get it how I want it, and then start pulling it tight. So then make sure I just maneuver my little tails down so they're facing down, get my loops the size I want, and there we go. Look at that. I tied a bow, and my loops are facing down. One's not going up and one going the other way. You see that? So you do a little bit of fussing, and if I wanted to, I could fuss with this a little more to make this center perfect. But on a card, you guys know, sometimes you just want to be quick and easy. If you want to make your tails sweet like that, literally you just tie or pinch your ribbon together in half, and then cut at an angle. And see, it makes that cute little, like a banner. Okay, so again, you fold it in half, and you want to cut up toward the ribbon. Nope, down. There we go. There we go. Okay, and so there, that was the upside down method. Okay. Okay, looks good. Okay, and I'm not using my ribbon scissors, so my ends aren't. I have special pair of ribbon or scissors that I keep just for cutting ribbons, so it's nice and sharp, but these are just my paper ones. Okay, so that was the first bow. Did you guys get that? Now the bunny ear method is much easier. Again, leave it on your spool. You know, have a good 6 inches down here. So I do 1 bunny ear, 2 bunny ears, put 1 over the top and through the hole, then pull. Okay, now it looks like a hot mess at first, and that's fine. So what you want to do is you pull your loops down and get your loops the size you want. And then when you want to pull it tighter, pinch to hold it in place. Go like that. Pinch to hold it in place. Pull it down. And then when you get them the size you want, pull it tighter. Okay? Then I usually just stick my fingers in to make my loops a little bit bigger. I want this one just a tiny bit bigger. There we go. And again, I'll cut this end off and this end off. There we go. And there is my cute little bow. And now I can take a glue dot. Got one right here. And there we go. And I can stick that to a card front or a package or whatever. And I can make my ends a little bit shorter if I want. But anyway, so that's simple. The bunny ear method is great for a ribbon that you're not actually tying it to anything. You're just going to glue it to something. So I really like that. Okay, let me show you what I do with the thread. So I take it, this works really well with baker's twine as well. Okay, sorry, I have a piece of tape so I don't unravel it all. Okay. Okay, so what I do is I start it in my hand like this. So I'm just holding it. And I wrap it around my 4 fingers. So I keep my fingers about this wide about 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut it off. And the number of times doesn't really matter. I like 10 just because I feel like it gives a nice amount. Okay, then I sort of pinch it in the middle like this and get it off my fingers. Okay, and it automatically will twist into like a figure 8. And at this point, you could just take your adhesive or a glue dot or whatever and just stick some right in the center of whatever you're sticking it to and just press it down and it will stay in place. And then usually this is when you would stick, I spread it out a little bit, you would stick cardstock or whatever you're sticking on top of it. Here I just used these gold faceted gems just to stick something in the middle. A cup. Okay, I just flew that across the room just to keep it from seeing that glue in the middle. Stick that right on there. And isn't that pretty? And it's so simple. So this is a fun technique to use underneath cardstock as well, just to have something sticking out. It looks really good on cards. And sometimes that pop of gold, this comes in silver, gold, and then the baker's twine comes in all different colors. It's just kind of fun to use to add a little bit to your card fronts. Okay, there's that. Now this one right here, this was really neat. So you just need 2 pieces. I think this one might be a little too short. I'm going to grab a little bit more. So I have 1 piece and then something of a different color. And it doesn't have to be this 1/2 inch ribbon. You can do this with any 2 ribbons. I think this would be good with like red and green for Christmas time. So you just want to take 1 of the ribbons. So I've got the powder pink and the fresh fig here. And we're just going to tie a knot. One of them, we're just going to tie a knot right around the other one. Okay. And pull it. Okay. Now I want to keep it kind of nice. Let's see here. So then when you're finished, it should look like this, and just kind of mess with it a little bit and so it all lays flat. Now for this, then what I would do is if I was adhering it to this, I would do the cheater method again, like I did before. So you lay it down, flip your card over, decide where the middle is. Oh, I did the one trick with this I found so that I keep my knot right in the middle is I stuck a mini glue dot right on the back. Actually, does this side look better? No, this is fine. Well, actually, you guys, I think the other side looks better. Always check the other side. Stick a glue dot, put it right in the center of where I want it to go. Okay. Now I can flip my paper over, and again, stick these down, and I'm just going to grab my tape again, 1 piece and 2 piece. This would look really cool on a scrapbook page because you could go all the way across your 12 by 12 piece of paper. All right, and there you go. Isn't that cool? So 2 colors. I think it looks cool. Okay, and the last one was just a basic knot. So again, I do the cheater method for this. I cut just a piece a little bit longer, and I'll show you what I mean by how I use adhesive. I take it, sorry guys, get it where I want it, flip it over. Then I take my adhesive and I just draw a straight line and stick it down. 1, 2. And this works perfectly fine too, especially on something that's going to be mounted. Okay. And then to make your knot, you just take your piece, slide it under. Okay. Literally tie a knot and pull. And the nice thing about doing the cheater method like this, instead of wrapping it around and tying it, is I can move this. I can slide this up and down anywhere I want. So I'm just going to pull it tight now. There's my knot. And I'm going to, come on. And we're just going to, oh, this way. Am I doing this the right way? I'm doing this backwards. There we go. Okay, 1 and 2. And again, if I was using my sharper scissors, that would be no problem. And there's my knot. Isn't that cute? So there we go. So anyway, guys, I hope this video helps you a little bit. I know it helped me to research bows. This upside down method really does work really well. I know this isn't that impressive to look at, but I promise I tried it several times and it worked well. And I definitely recommend the bunny ears method when you're just doing a free-standing bow that you're going to stick to something. But this was cool. I thought this was cool, and this is really fun as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you learn how to tie a bow. Now let's hope on my next set of videos, let's see if I can actually tie a bow. I guess we'll all see. Anyway, thanks for checking me out. Find me at a2zstamping.com and find me on Facebook, guys, A2Z Stamping. Thanks, guys. Bye.